How y'all doing? What's up? How we doing? What's up, one? What's up, Gregory? What's up, Alonzo? What's up, Swebe? What's up, Benji? What's up, Boo? What's up, LJ? What's up, guys? What's up, Rosie? What's up, guys? How are you guys feeling? Big stream today. We're in space. Get a spacesuit. I'll wear a spacesuit. Actually, talking about space, I had a very funny dream last night. I had a very funny dream today. Last night, today, whatever, this fucking morning, who fucking knows? So it was really fun. It was a really fun dream. So what happened is, for some reason, some strange, odd reason, I was chosen to be sent to like a fucking space, like a space station in space. Like I was chosen alongside some of my friends and some people that I knew, and like a set group of people. It's a solid amount of people. It's like over hundreds of people that were allowed to go to like space or some shit. And I was chosen to do that, and I was shitting my pants because I'm scared of heights. So like just being in space, the highest you could ever be, you know? And so I'm shitting my pants. I'm going up there. I'm in space. I don't know why I'm going to space. It's scary. I just remember like having like a suit, having like a big fucking globe on my head, being fed through like a tube. Not through like a tube, but like I was getting food through like a thing that was like going through my face. Like I had like a fishbowl on my head, and there's like a hole that was like feeding me and shit. And it felt like forever. It was very uncomfortable. I was very uncomfortably like on the floor. Everything is white, like it's a spaceship, and like they're just telling us like, all right, 2 hours till like you arrive to your destination. It's just very uncomfortable. You're just sat, you're just laid down, and I'm just fucking waiting to get to the space station. And eventually we get to the space station, but they do this shit where it's like, you know how like in Disney parks or some shit, they have like presentations where like they pretend like, oh shit, things went wrong. Oh fuck. like oh shit, things have gone wrong. The Dinosaur game is impossible to get the highest score. You don't know that. I can do that. I'm different. I'm different, Alonzo. But what's it called? It's like, where was I on my story? Where's I in my story? So you know how like in Disney parks, like they have presentations where like, oh shit, things are going wrong, but I'm gonna need your help. So go to me to the other room and you can go help me out. They did that shit for a fucking actual spaceship in the middle of like going to like, in the middle of crossing from the spaceship to the space station. So it's like they were pretending like there was a leak, not like a leak, but like a break in the spaceship, and things are getting sucked out, and there's an alien outside of the spaceship, and we're all gonna die. And they were doing this like a fucking joke, and I was over here panicking, and all my friends were like, oh yeah, they do this, you didn't know this? And I was just over here like having a panic attack. And I was like, everything is going wrong, it's all going to shit. and so eventually they're like, all right, we're bringing everyone out, we're going outside, and like the space physics did not matter at all. The space physics were not real, like at all. Like you would walk out, all you had to do was take a big deep breath. You just had to, and you would just walk outside, and you just feel like a little chill. You just feel like a little chill going outside. You just get like a little cold going outside. You're in fucking space. There was no change in gravity whatsoever. It kind of felt like, you know how like you kind of bounce while you're on a trampoline? That's all it felt. There was no change in trampoline whatsoever. You're just kind of like, and that's how we crossed over to the space station. The space station was very big. I actually was able to like fucking play baseball on the space station. Like the space station was like a globe. You know how like Sandy Cheeks like house is like in a globe in like SpongeBob? That's pretty much how it was. You get me? So like Sandy Cheeks' house is like in a globe. That's how like the space station was. All right? And so we get there and I'm like, okay, I'm going to play baseball with some friends, like with some people inside there. And I go to like to the baseball field and I'm waiting. I think I'm waiting on like a bench and I meet this beautiful woman next to me starts speaking to me. And she's like, "What are you like? Are you here to play baseball?" I'm like, "Yeah." And like, I start speaking to her, but for some reason I start speaking to her dad, and I start speaking to her dad instead, and I start dropping lol W's. I have no idea what the fuck I said. I'll be completely honest. I don't even remember like a single like word of conversation I had with that woman's father, but like, I was super funny. That's all I could say. I was super funny. And I was just making like the most funniest of jokes. LSD trip. No, this is a dream. This is a dream. I started dropping like hella jokes, and then like I just say bye to both of them, and they're like, okay, bye. And then I go play baseball, and then I wake up, and that was it, and that was fucking it. That was my dream. You started dropping lol W's. I started dropping lol W's on the dad. The dad started like cracking his ass up. Like laughing his ass off. Yeah, I was funny. I was fucking funny that dream. But yeah, that was a dream. It was the first dream I've had in a fucking while. Do you dream about lol cows in your home? What are you talking about? Welcome to the stream, Mama Luigi. How you doing, Lex? But yeah, that's what happened. I went to space, and now I want to be an astronaut. Mark can only dream about being funny. That's insane. Insane comment. I'm gonna ban you. You're no longer a mod. Sorry. Guys, I got barked at today. I show speed. Why? You guys are so... It's so odd how, like... How normal being... How, like... You guys have kind of, like, normalized getting barked at. I mean, not you guys normalized, but you made it sound like it's such a normal thing. I'm mod forever, you can't? Really? Really? You say that? Really? I don't know. I'm not even dressed that weirdly, for real, for real. What if you are? Guys, I got kicked out of class today. Why? That's base, though, low-key. It's why I'm glad to be very ugly. I'm an unofficial mod. That's not real. You're gray. How's your day, man? I've been great, Mama Luigi. How's your day been? I just kind of waked up. Wait, but like barked at by a human. Yes, edgy. Yes, edgy. Because apparently that's a thing that people do. They just bark at you for no fucking reason. It makes no sense. What is the most nostalgic game or show you've ever watched? I can name a handful. I can't name like the most. Like, I don't know why the first show that comes to mind is fucking Fish Hooks. Like, the first show that comes to mind is Fish Hooks. Like the Disney Channel show. But you know, like I can say fucking Kick Buttowski, fucking Fairly Odd Parents. Those are shows that like I give a shit about. Maybe most nostalgic game would probably be fucking New Super Mario Bros. Wii, because that was the first video game like console I ever got. First video game console I got was a Wii, right? And so when I got that console, Chowder is a good one. Dropping frames right now. We're dropping frames. We're dropping mad frames. We're dropping mad frames right now. Give me like 2 seconds to like regain the frames. Have I regained the frames yet? Okay, I've regained the frames. I've regained the frames. Courage the Cowardly Dog is my jam. Courage is so good. I have a friend whose name is Muriel, and like they always like refer to Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's the funniest shit. How do you keep dropping frames? My bad. I'm sorry. I'm at the voice actor for Courage the Cowardly Dog, actually. Why? New Super Mario Bros. Goes hard. I still have it. You're talking about the DS or the Wii version? Because the DS version I had before, but then Fanboy and Chum Chum. Fanboy and Chum Chum is based. Okay, you know what? You're real. Fanboy and Chum Chum is really real. That's the best. That's peak. That's fucking Nickelodeon. That's fucking Nickelodeon. Wii, it's so good. I don't have it anymore because I ended up selling my Wii for a fucking Wii U, and I think I sold New Super Mario Bros. Wii. For some fucking reason, I hate it. The only show I watched as a kid was Sophia the First. I loved Sophia the First. I watched that show a lot. I watched Doc McStuffins and Sophia the First. Ever had an experience that seemed terrifying at the time, but looking back, it wasn't, and you felt stupid for being scared? Quite a lot. I think, especially when it comes to like romantic shit, or like when it comes to romantic shit and like performance shit, those are things where you shouldn't really be terrified about. You know, like when it comes to like asking out a crush or asking somebody like if you have mutual feelings for each other, that's something that you shouldn't give a shit about. But when it comes to, and same thing when it comes to like, oh, I'm performing for like a show, or like I'm gonna perform musically or something, or I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna act for something. Like that's when like I feel like I was fucking terrified. It felt like the world was fucking crumbling down on me. But it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything in the long run. You get me? Just do it. And like you'll make like a good memory out of it. Either a good memory or a good learning moment. And that's the way I take it. Welcome to the stream, DMD. How are you doing, Stola? Welcome to the stream, guys. Never watched Sophia the First, but the theme is catchy. You are right. You are correct about that. Here's like Sophia the First. It's really hard. Goes hard. But yeah, those are like the two things I can remember. I've been asked this question before. I don't know if I ever said it. Where like if you ever if you were ever to go back in time, what would be the first thing that you would do? What's the first thing that you would ever change? Like if you had the ability to go back in time to a single point in your life, what would you do? And the one thing I would do is I would go back in time to when I was fucking like 9 or 10. And I remember I had my earphones on and I took the iPad to the restroom. And as I was leaving the restroom, the cord of my earphones were connected to the door. Well, not connected to the door. They got stuck on the door as I closed it. And I closed it so hard that it ripped the cord and it left the thing at the very... It left like this thing. It left like this thing connected to the iPad. It was this thing, but it was like an aux cable connected to the iPad. And it made the iPad like inusable for headphones. It couldn't even use Bluetooth, I think. I don't think the iPad was able to use Bluetooth. And so I was so mad about that. I was so sad about that because I got yelled at about my parents. I got yelled at by my parents. So hard for that. I was at my grandma's house. I would want to go back to that time. You can't change that. It's a canon event. No, I can't. I have to change that. That's the most important thing in my life. It ruined me. If I went back in time, I'd pick the winning lottery numbers. That would go hard. If I went back in time, I'd win like every like little small thing. I tell my younger self, don't go into your parents' room without knocking. Did I ever tell the story of whenever I like walked in on my parents doing the sex? Whenever I walked in on my parents boinking? I don't know if I did. Don't retcon your history. That moment probably changed me. Don't retcon, bro, no. I saw them doing while I was fucking 7. I walked in on them shaboinking when I was like fucking... Was I like 14? That was the time when I saw them shaboinking. I didn't see them shaboinking. It was dark in the room. They just like asked me to leave. You do that, but bring a camera. Who the fuck said that, Kevin? So what happened was I was just fucking around, you know. I was out and about. It was like the middle of the night because I've always had like fucked up sleeping schedule. My sleeping schedule was always shitty. Why the fuck are they doing it in the dark? Some people like that, okay? Some people are like that. Some people are like that. You gotta respect their decisions to want to do it in the dark. So my parents' door are those doors where you can open with like a knife or like a coin. My parents' door was those doors. And so anytime the door was locked and I wanted to go in to like say hi to my mom or dad, I just open it. Like I wouldn't care, because usually whenever my mom would lock the door, it's because she's watching a TV show and she just didn't want me to come into her room. So I was just like, nah, I'm him. I could walk in. So I just opened the door, walked in, and I just remember my mom screaming at me to get out. Just being like Marcos, get out. I was like, oh, okay, bye. I don't even remember what the fuck I was doing. Mark, what position were they in? I was fucking like 12 or something, and it was dark. I couldn't fucking see. You know, my parents' room was like, you just enter, and then there's like a wall next to you, and then their bed is large in like the middle of the room or whatever. So you enter, there's a wall next to, it's like a small corridor, and their bed is there, but it was dark. It was dark. I can't see shit. I never saw them shaboinking. I never saw either one of them naked. They just were shaboinking. And so the next day, my mom writes a whole ass letter, like a whole ass sign, to put on the front of her door that says something along the lines of like, please knock before you enter. If the door is locked, it is locked for a reason. Please lock if we yell that you can come in. You're allowed to come in. Like, it was like a whole like guideline of signs of rules that my mom like wrote down. And so and it was like something like, yes, we do it sometimes, but not often. Like, my mom fucking said that. It's like, yes, we do that sometimes, but not often. When we do it, it's because we want to have fun. Like, she explained herself. Like, she explained to the fucking court. Like, I was the court. And she said, and she wrote that for her like 13, 14-year-old son. I wish I still had the picture. I swear to God, I have to still have that picture. We should boink occasionally is basically what they said. I feel like I have to have I'm gonna look for it. I don't know if I do have the picture. I feel like I should though, because it's like iconic. Fuck, but I don't think I do. Do I? Fuck, I wish I had the picture. Man, I don't have the picture. Oh no, I don't have the picture. She didn't have to explain it. Help. She did explain it in like a full like essay MLA format. It was like hilarious. Welcome to the stream, Calf. Are you caffeinated and confused? Anyway, boys, the point of the stream is we're gonna play Dinosaur game. The offline Dinosaur game. The game that you can only play by going off it's on Google Chrome or some shit, and you can play it, and it's pretty fun. I'd probably tell my younger self to not go on Amino for her own good. No, not Amino. I've never been on Amino, but it was fun. I've never been on Amino, but I've heard horror stories about it. It's enough. I know my parents do it, but I don't want to know how frequently they do it. That the knowing about it is disgusting enough. My parents just told me it's occasionally, and I was like, base, Lamau. Bam, bam. I tell my younger self to not be on Reddit. I'm a fairly recent Reddit user, actually. I haven't been on. I'm not a Reddit fiend. I like Reddit though. Reddit's fun. I like hanging out on Reddit. Reddit's a good thing. Anyway, boys, are we fucking ready? Are we ready for the genuine experience? I remember when I was like 10, my school's internet went out and my teacher begged us not to play the dinosaur game, but I did and got suspended. What the fuck is that? No, get off of Reddit. You're so young. Reddit's so much fun though. If you know the communities to get on, it's so much fun. It's so chill. I got enough Amino horror stories to tell anyway, so ask away, I guess. That's insane. All I check on Reddit is for dull and manga chapter leaks. I have like a community Reddit. Not like based like a community thing. It's like for my like local area Reddit, where it's like am I like red here? No, it's just I look red here. Why do I look red here? Am I fucking dying? No. It's like of like my town. It's like a town Reddit where they just talk about shit like going on in the area, and it's like super fun. And I follow that and like YouTuber Reddits. r/average penis stream win. I'll go on it because your hairline is going. My hairline is fine. I think I'm okay. r/Mark the gamer. That's actually funny. r/Mark the gamer. That's actually funny. I'm on my city Reddit sometimes. It's fun. The city Reddit is fun because like they make like fucking jokes about like fucking like the city. Like they make jokes about like local fucking Dollar Trees, and that shit's fun. That shit's fucking hilarious to me for some reason. I used to post cringe shit on r/gotcha life. I don't even post. Like I just browse. You get me? Technically, I met my partner via Amino. I met them via my friend who I met on Amino. That's actually really hard. That's actually really cool. Please don't come on stream though, please. Can you paint yourself blue and come on stream as Megamind one day? Please don't come on stream though, please. So I just paint myself blue. I just look like the man from the Blue Man Grip. And then I just like pull up and I just splurge all over the face cam. And it's like a solid like 2 minutes of just me like zerking it. And then it's just like, yeah, Megamind just showed up on stream. Is that what it would be? Don't. I would bust. Please stop speaking. Stream idea, cringe Reddit. The cringe subreddit? Is that a thing? Megamind the gooner? Megamind would be a gooner. He gives the vibe. He gives the vibe. Let's let's not lie. Let's not lie. If you come on us, I will call the SWAT team on you. That is a SWAT and that is illegal. There's Minecraft Frosted Flakes. What are you talking about? It's a thing? It's real? Anyway, boys. It's time. Whenever I have like an obscure tech problem and can't find the answer, going to Reddit works a lot more than I'd like. Apparently it's Reddit and TikTok that do that. That's like actually very good with that. Reddit and TikToks are very good. There are cringe subreddits, but even they have dramas of their own. That's insane. Coming on camera is illegal too. Not illegal against TOS though. My mom wouldn't let me get it. Fuck. Tell her I said you can get it though. Tell her Papa said you can get it. Tell her you're allowed to. Tell her I gave you permission to get the Minecraft Frosted Flakes. My chem Reddit tells me all the secrets. Papa. Like Papa's Pizzeria, man. Come on. Come on, man. Stream doesn't end until he finds the most average looking penis. While we're going through r/average penis. We're r/average penis. I love MCR Reddits. It's fun there. They barely. I go through like the r/Nirvana Reddit, and it's like so fucking boring, cause it's just people being like, oh, Kurt Cobain, his death, and it's either his death or like or the actual cool shit, which is like them having like cool like memorabilia or having like cool like pictures or having cool like fucking like albums, like discs and shit. Like that's the actual cool shit, but most of it is just like, fuck you, this is Kurt Cobain, this is and it's like, okay, cool. I don't know why, but I started to get r/Christianity as notifications. I never went on the Reddit page. It's a sign. It's a sign. It's a sign, man. Did you see the In Bloom vid of Dave and Kurt's vocals isolated? Love that vid. I have not seen that. Praise Jesus. Okay. Are you gonna pay for it, Papa? I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. The Magic Sky Daddy. I'll send it in the Discord. I'll check it out in a bit. But first, boys. It's important. It is time. It's time to do this. It's a prostate exam at 50 members. I forgot I have that. Okay, boys. Hold up. I should flip this, right? It should be flipped, I think. And where are you guys? Alright, there you guys are. Prostate exam at 50 members. It's still on. It's still gonna happen. It's still something that has to happen eventually. Anyway, boys. It's time. for the Dinosaur game. Let's do this!